So the FM23 full release is finally here, and in today's video we're going to look at how to apply the real name fix. So if you're new to Football Manager, you might notice when you load up the English leagues, for example, that some leagues, for example the Sky Bet Championship, Sky Bet League One, they've got the proper names, but the Premier Division is just the English Premier Division. In Spain, it's not La Liga, it's just Spanish First Division, Spanish Second Division. And over in Ireland, it's the Premier Division and the First Division. And Brazil, well, not only do we not have the real competition names here, we also don't even have the real club names. Now, obviously, this is all due to licensing. SA have the licenses for some leagues and competitions, and for others, they don't. And this applies to international competitions as well. I mean, it was one of the headline features that now there is UEFA licensing. However, we see that over here, but it only applies to club competitions. So the Euros in the game is the European Football Championship. The Finalissima is the European South American Super Cup. You get the idea. So how do we fix this? Well, we're going to head over to our friends at passionforfm.com. I'm going to talk you through how to do this, but there's a file to download, and then there's a few other little bits and pieces we need to do as well. But yeah, I've got the link down in the description, but if you just Google Passion for FM, FM23, real names fix, you'll end up here. We're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom here. Oh, handsome guy. And we are going to find the file that we need to download. So as you can see here, it says it's the real name license fix files for Football Manager 2023, removes fake names and overwrites those licensing issues. So we're going to get the real names of all the tournaments and those Brazilian clubs. So we come to this media file page. We're just going to click download here. You see it's only 30 kilobytes. Downloads in an instant. So here we go. We've got this RAR file. So I'm just going to extract that here first of all. And here I'm just going to pick extract to. And here's where things get a little bit complicated. We've got to go to the C drive, program files x86. We've got to find the Steam folder. There it is. And we want to go to Steam apps, and then it's common. And then we've got to get, where is Football Manager 2023? There it is. And then data, database, DB, and 2300. In the past, we're just gonna extract it there. We've hit OK. In the past, Football Manager, always with the new release, they've updated it to 2310, but this time they haven't. So just makes life easier, I guess. In case you're struggling to find that folder, just a little tip, which I also shared in my Germany-Japan national teams fix video. If you come here in your Steam library to manage, and then you just go to browse local files, it will bring up the screen and take you right there. And then we just click through data, database, DB, and 2300. So you can see the files that I extracted from that Passion for FM fix are now here. Now do bear in mind that this will only work on a new game that you start after you've applied the fix. It will not work for a game that you've already started. But wait, there's some other name fixes we want to do, so we're going to do those while we're here. Now, those Brazilian names, the 3-letter abbreviations that we want to get rid of, for that we're going to have to come here to this folder, DBC, and then permanent, so we click into those, and then there are a couple of files here that we want to delete. Those are Brazil kits, just going to highlight them, forbidden names, and licensing too. And yes, I do know that there's a file here called swear words. If anybody knows what that is about, let me know in the comments. And then we just want to delete those 3 files, and it doesn't matter if you've applied the real name fix files that I've already shown you or not. You have to delete these if you want to get those real Brazilian club names. Now, in the past, there would have been other things to delete here. We used to have to delete files to get the real name for Juventus instead of it being Zebra, but they're now licensed in the game, so that's not an issue anymore. The Netherlands national team now has all the real players in it. And for Germany and Japan, check out my other video. Okay, so if you haven't done so already, you want to now go ahead and shut down, completely exit Football Manager. All right, so here we are. We're going to start a new game. Like I said, you'll have to do that for this fix to work. I'm just going to come to the advanced setup. That's just the way I normally roll. So you can see here already the English Premier Division. That's now the Premier League. And we see here with Brazil, it's changed from just Brazilian National First Division, whatever it was. We're also going to look at Italy because there's a few clubs there whose names have hopefully been fixed. All right, so we're in the game. So we'll check a couple of the things out here. So if we go to England, for example, so the Premier League is now the Premier League. You see Man UFC have gone and been replaced by Man United. I know we're still missing the logos. That's that's coming up in a future video. Heading over to Spain, it's now La Liga Santander, and the club names we see here, we've got Real Sociedad, we've got Real Betis. In Italy now, we've got all the proper club names too. Napoli are back. And the big one, Brazil, not only the correct competition name, but also the actual names of the clubs. And looking at the international competitions, we see the Euros are now the Euros, the UEFA European Championship, and the European South American Super Cup Finalissima. So that was your guide to how to get the real competition and club names in Football Manager. And if you also want to know how to get real players into the Germany squad, as well as the Japan national team, then check out this video here.